All right, it's the RPS podcast. We're still coming up with a name. I don't know. Tony, we know that it's early in the day because JSU's winter hat is at the front of his head. He will look like LeBron's receding hairline by the end of the day. His winter hat will be toward the back of his hat. Good morning, JSU. Good morning, Tony. Hope everything's going well with my boys today. I'm excited about this show. We got a lot to get into. A massive FUBAR on the golf show last night. Woo! We'll get into that. JSU, I think there's some TV shows you've never seen. Gotta pepper you with that. I got to see if there's some good ones, if you've ever seen them. And then Tiger Woods, obviously, yesterday. But talk to me here, guys. Tony, I'm going to start with you. There was a golf show that we had. And for those of you, we'll do some behind-the-scenes RPS stuff sometimes. Snyder is doing the golf betting show. And in the middle of the show, and like you said, it was the middle of the night. This guy's got jackhammers going on during the show, and he's just talking through it like nothing's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I have so many questions to ask him about. First of all, like, where does he live that people are jackhammering during his shows? I don't understand what's even happening. Like, is he rebuilding his whole house? Is he? I just don't get it. Why are they doing it during the show? And then why is he just like, it reminded me, honestly, of the Chip show where, God, who was on that show with you? Was it you, Holden, where Rubio was eating the chip or something and he was dying?
Yeah.
And the rest of the crew, I think it was Uncle T, and like they just kept talking about like the football game or something.
I was eating it.
We were watching this for the chip. What in the world are you talking about? Third down rates and whatever.
You got so pissed off at them. Because it was right after I came on with you guys, and I decided
it was the old man pod, wasn't it?
It was me. And it was.
You were doing it. You were the one talking about football after all that?
No. I was eating the chip. And these guys are sitting there talking like, hey, here's what's coming up. This guy is 8,900 DFS. And I'm sitting here literally dying.
Night too, for the next Sunday. And they're like breaking down the.
Wasn't it Uncle T and G Rising?
It was.
It was G Rising. You're right.
Yeah, I think it was them too.
So we did that. That was interesting. Last night was one of the better things though, because I mean the guy just didn't hit mute. Literal jackhammer going on in the background.
Golf too. Like it was like nothing was even happening.
Yeah.
Like his whole roof wasn't about to cave in.
I loved it.
I don't get it. Like, does Snyder not control what's happening in his house? Like, hey, I got a show.
He couldn't have been a house. He must not live in a house.
He lives in an apartment or something.
Maybe a townhome or something. I don't know. That's why we got so many questions. Like, it couldn't be his house. If it was his house and they were jackhammering during the show, I have even more questions if it was his house.
The best was like he just kept trying to talk over it. Like Snyder, why don't you go like try and see if you can figure that out? We lost our host.
Come on, Holden, on your own freaking podcast. Dude just leaves us. I mean, come on, Holden.
What the hell happened?
What are you doing, Holden?
You know I'm the worst.
Leaving us mid-podcast.
You know I'm the worst at this. This is why I'm not a coordinator in StreamYard. This is why I don't feel comfortable doing this. Nothing. I should touch.
You didn't
no
just
buttons.
do nothing.
Yeah, you did something.
No, I did something.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Right. I should have like JSU said in the Discord to the coordinators, like I should have no control of anything whatsoever. I'm horrible.
Just last week you deleted the text thread. That was our first podcast that we talked about.
I mean that
now you're just randomly closing out the StreamYard link.
Kind of like being on the bottom now, though.
It does look better. I'll be honest. You're down there. I think we look better above.
Handsome up top, old guy down below.
I don't know about the handsome part, but I like being above you.
Yeah.
You're married, so don't matter.
I'm more of a top bunk than bottom bunk.
Do you have bunk beds when you growing up? You know what? I had a water bed.
Oh,
you had bunk bed?
Water
yeah,
bed.
We did. So I grew up. There was 4 of us, obviously. I grew up, and there wasn't obviously enough bedrooms. So like 2 of us had to share until my oldest brother, eventually went to college. He was a little older than us. So me and it was my middle. So it was me and my brother Andrew, who's a little older than me. We shared for a little bit, and then Andrew got his own room eventually when my youngest brother was old enough, and then me and him shared for a little bit. But I was always top bunk. Always. Yeah, I wanted to jump up. I wanted to bounce right off and jump up onto the top bunk every night. Like I loved it.
Yeah, I had a waterbed, man. It wasn't big when you guys were young, but
Zero chance you were getting any tail on the waterbed.
My oldest brother had a waterbed, and I was so jealous all the time.
Jealous?
No.
Yeah.
That fucked my back up. To this day, I blame my bad back on that waterbed.
And you blame getting no tail on that waterbed.
I did not blame that. I knew my own failures.
Get tail on a waterbed? I don't even understand.
How do you get leverage? I mean, what are you going to ride the wave?
I think so. I think that was the whole thing with the waterbed.
I like to have some leverage. I'm gonna be honest.
No, you got to get in the flow, man. That's what it is.
I might not have any flow. That could be the problem.
Wow.
How can you not get some leverage? Come on, like
there's water. There's nothing to plant on. You got to have something. What do you plant on the wall?
I don't know.
I never got to. I have a waterbed. I was just jealous. I never got the waterbed.
Don't be jealous. Is my point.
No, I think it's good for one time. I would like to experience it.
My aunt still has one.
You've got to be kidding me.
People still have them? I thought they were like,
we always laugh about it.
Your aunt has a waterbed?
Yeah.
How old is that thing?
It's got to be there's no way they still make them.
It's got to be like
very old.
40. Well, you can ask your aunt
30 years old, 40 years old. I don't know.
How old's your aunt? You gotta ask her if she rode the flow.
She's probably 70s. I don't know.
Did she ride the flow? Some other things that we need to get into here.
Did this show replace the Wishbone or something? You get all your topics out with us, or are we a step up from the old guys?
I've gotten to like some of the people on the old guys pod.
Yeah. You like them more than us then?
No, I actually like you guys. Uncle T's the guy I can't wait to meet. I want to see
you've done 100 shows with him.
But in person,
what?
People are different in person than they are.
They're not that different.
I am much different. I'm very quiet. I don't say very much.
If you do 100 shows with someone, they're at least close to how they are.
I don't know. I'm much different in person.
I refuse to believe you're much different than who you are on these shows with us.
Very quiet guy.
Well, that's not being different. That's just not talking when you're around people.
I'm going to say this, Uncle T. I've met Uncle T. He's very similar to how you would see him on the shows.
Yeah,
very
exactly the same. You can't help him.
Is he picking us up? Is he picking dudes up from the airport again?
You want to get picked up in the Stang?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're good enough to get picked up.
I don't want to get
picked
up in a Mustang. I do.
I
want to sit in the back.
Hey, I've driven in the Mustang. I've gotten to drive in the Mustang. It's cool.
Shout out to Helmet, as we wanted to do this live to have people come in and watch live with us, but this was not thrown out there live. So it's just us talking again.
I
which
thought
is
just
wonderful.
no one wanted to watch personally.
No, it's not what it is. They didn't want to hear about it.
We're just at 0 people watching.
Yeah, we are.
How have we gone 9 minutes and haven't talked about the Tiger Woods JT tampon thing?
We're about to get into it.
How are we not talking about that?
Is he stealing your host spot, Holden?
No, that's great. I was going to get into it. Anybody can host.
This is the problem with golf.
Yeah.
All right. We need more people like that. We need more people having fun, joking around a little bit.
But you're not allowed to make fun of a tampon, JSU. You're not allowed these
Why not?
days. Because it's very offensive. It's very offensive to people.
Oh, come on, man. We're not getting into this right now.
I hope we are.
People on Twitter are going nuts about it. They're very offended.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
No, people need to lighten up. People need to friggin' lighten up. This is another problem with our society in general. Is everyone's so friggin' uptight now? I mean, it's just ridiculous. It was a joke. You guys probably are the same people. You guys are the same people that hate on comedians for doing their job. Comedians.
I don't even get why it's offensive anyways, though.
No.
What's offensive about it?
He gave the man a tampon. The man threw it down. They laughed about it and they moved on. Come on. We need more.
He drove him. It was a joke, people.
I was not aware of this. Christine Brennan is somebody I have a lot of respect for. I've worked with her. She's with USA Today. Really, Tiger, you're a 47-year-old girl dad who pulls juvenile sexist tampon pranks like an immature schoolboy. No. You're off base here.
People are very offended.
That's bullshit.
What does him having a daughter have to do with it anyways?
Yeah. His daughter is like, okay, so everything he does, like jokingly, he has to think about, I have a daughter. Like, what does that mean? It was a joke. People need to move on. She needs to stop looking at it. Everyone scrutinizes everything. Like, we can't have fun anymore.
I just don't get it, though.
It's
like when you're playing golf with your buddies and they leave their putt short, you say, hit the ball, Alice. Like, it's what you say. It's a corny joke. Like, that's not offensive. It's just a joke.
That's
very
absolutely
offensive. If you call me Sally on the golf course, Tony, I'm going to be pissed at you.
It's not as funny if I say, like, hit the ball, Fred. Like, that's not funny.
I'll tell you this much. I never liked Tiger, like in the beginning. I wasn't a big golf guy anyways, but I never liked Tiger. And then Tiger finally because I thought he was a robot. He's not like Russell Wilson. Like, they're just robots. He would never say anything. He acted like
Brady was forever too.
Huh?
Brady was like that forever too.
Yeah, just a robot. Same thing, time and time again. And then he got into a sex scandal, and I love the guy ever since because it actually showed he was a human being. Like,
why doesn't everyone just act normal? Everyone will like you better, I promise. If you just act normal.
I think people are scared, Tony. Honestly, like, look, he's having fun, and people are busting his balls for a tampon. I mean, you can't get upset about this. There's no fucking way anybody can legit get upset about Tiger Woods handing a tampon to his buddy. What do the rest of us do?
You make fun of me and get on me sometimes for not being on Twitter. This is one of the reasons why I hate Twitter, because there's people like that out there that just ruin fun for the rest of us. Like, I want to go on Twitter and laugh about the tampon and retweet it.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
But my point is that everyone just needs to scrutinize everything. So then I'm sexist, or I'm this, or I'm that, and it's like, this is just stupid. Like, I can't joke around with friends. There's no joking. All of them will take it as offensive, and it's just, that's not the way it should be. It should be their friends. He made a joke. It should be left at that. It's a joke. Like, if you don't like it, whatever, but you shouldn't cry about it on Twitter. Shouldn't be trying to shame Tiger Woods on Twitter for making a tampon joke. That's just
47-year-old with a daughter.
47-year-old girl dad.
They don't like your mama jokes either, I bet.
No. They hate your mama jokes.
I still think those are funny.
I love your mama jokes.
Yeah, I love a good mom. You got any good mama jokes?
I mean, I'm more than likely, just when someone's talking trash, I just like to say, like, yeah, with your mom. Like, that's my type of joke.
Tony, are you watching Tiger as we're on this right now? Do you have it on?
I do not have it on right this second.
Because they were showing, like, Tiger it looked like he was putting his tee down or picking his tee up or his ball up or whatever. It kind of reminded me of when Uncle T was trying to I won't say it because I was gonna get a little offended, but then I said he was staring at me, Tony. He was staring at the way I was putting the ball down.
Uncle T's still aroused from that day.
I'm just saying, me and Tiger, we had a little bit of similarities back in the day. You know, young Tiger and me, we put the ball down the same. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going.
For people who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking hinging at the hip, dropping right down there, and putting that thing in there. That's how you do it.
Putting what thing in there?
The tee.
Put his dick in the hole.
That's offensive. Holden, you can't say that.
I know it's offensive. I know it's offensive, JSU. Actually, that is one of the best things I've ever seen on a golf course. In all seriousness, like, these guys, imagine if it was money. Imagine if it's money. Would people come out and start ripping them because it was money? No, it'd be fine. But it was a tampon. Girl dad.
And if people are like upset, let it upset you. That's fine. Why do you have to, like? I just don't get it. Like,
what do you have to ruin it for the rest of us? Is
what do they call it? Like, what's it called? Like virtue? What's it called?
Virtue signaling?
Act like you're better than ever, or like act like you're the most holy person or whatever. Virtue signaling or something. What's it called? No. You guys aren't with me. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know where we're going.
Virtuous?
No. It's called like virtue signaling or something.
Oh boy, is this another one?
Yeah, that's what it is. Virtue signaling, the public expression of opinions to show one's good character.
He looked it up. I love that.
because I thought I was losing my mind because you guys didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah. When did that start?
It's like they try to. It's just a new thing. Like you want to show everyone that you don't approve of that. Like you're too good to do stuff.
And I love that we need to push this on everyone else. Like you can think that, you can believe that. You don't got to shove it down my throat though. Like I can think what I want to think.
I just don't understand why it's offensive. I just don't get it. Even if you were a lady, why would you be offended? There's nothing offensive about it.
Would a dildo be more offensive?
Yeah, like a dildo would definitely be
that
more
would be offensive.
I don't think he would. Oh, I don't think he'd go that far on the golf course either. But
it wouldn't even be as good a joke. Then it's a simple joke. Holden always wants to make it way grosser.
That's not gross. I'll guarantee you he's giving a dildo out on the golf course.
Extreme. You always go extreme with everything. Yeah. I use this analogy all the time. We're WWF and you're ECW all the time. you just always want to bring the extreme out of everyone.
Throwing dudes.
If you don't understand that, I'm sorry.
I will guarantee you that he has given one out on the golf course, just not during a tournament. I guarantee it.
You guarantee it.
100%.
So though, if they were handing off like a couple $100, that's fine to people. Like the open like gambling stuff. Like if he handed him money or JT handed him money because he outdrove him, that's cool to people.
The IRS. The people would be like, he needs to pay the IRS. That's seriously where it is. So I'm with you, JSU. I hate Twitter. I'm addicted to it, and I have to use it. I'll just be perfectly honest. I have to use it. And I'm on it way too much, and it's not good for your mental health. It's stressful.
If we lost Twitter, I'd be so sad.
Would you? What would
you love Twitter? You love Twitter. I mean, you tweet a lot.
I'd be bored without Twitter. I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, you'd have to spend time with your family.
Maybe that's what he does while he's spending time with his family.
I'd definitely do it like dinner and stuff.
Do you really?
Yeah.
And your wife doesn't, she's fine with it. Just check your Twitter. Wow. Yeah, it must be amazing to be Big T to get away with that. Because I don't know anybody else that could sit at a family dinner checking their phone the whole time.
I know. My wife would be staring me up and down.
How do you get away with it?
You guys gotta get things done better. Back to the leverage point. Like if you get the leverage, things might go your direction a little more.
Definitely not about that. It's nothing to do with leverage.
With that, we have what is our promotion now, boys? Are we at a 15% off?
What's my code? Big T 15.
Yeah, Holden 15. Yeah, you need it.
15 or something.
He doesn't even know his own
Big T
code.
15. I got two people from. Did we do that on the show last week? One of my shows, I said it, and two people used it. I said I want my first one. Two guys DM'd me and said I used your code.
Why?
Tony, I guarantee you, if you started asking people to use your code, you get way more than two people.
I still been meaning to get Nick to change my code. I don't want it to be whatever it is. Big.
What do you want it?
I just want it to be like Big T or something. I don't know. Something easy.
All right. So
I don't like Big T 15
or Holden. So you
don't
15?
Like the 15 on top. you want it to be Big T, just not the 15.
Yeah.
15% off your subscription. So go to rudpeersports.com. Check out the website.
I should rig it and do Big T 44 and just give everyone 44%
off
the first payment.
For one day?
No, yeah, up to a month for their first payment.
44% off.
Just for their first payment.
Yeah.
I should do that.
See, I would have to get permission to do anything like this. Tony, he'll just ask. He'll just say, I'm doing this, and they'll get done. I'd have to get permission. There's multiple bosses I got to go through to get permission.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of a big dog, isn't he, JSU?
I mean, that's what he is.
Who's number two?
By the way, though, someone said on our last show that we did that it's like watching Big Brother, Little Brother with me and Tony. And, of course, I have to be the little brother, obviously. Correct. But you know what? For once, the short jokes just need to stop. The shaming, the little people.
I'm way older.
You are
I have
technically
3 kids. You have none. Of course I'm going to be the big brother.
Well, that is true, actually.
If we were the same age and neither one of us had kids, then you'd have a gripe. I'm way older. I've been married for 11 extra years. I have 3 kids. I'm the big brother. Yeah, that's what it is.
But you make fun of you love tampon jokes. You make
I never said I was more mature than you. You're more mature than me.
You talk about your toilet seat and what you like to do in your bathroom all the time. I mean,
toilet seat.
You know about how you like to take your shirt off.
That doesn't have anything to do with the toilet seat.
Well, what do you mean in the bathroom? What you like to do? We literally did a pod, and for 15 minutes we talked about the bathroom.
To do that. Have you tried it yet?
I've tried it in my own bathroom, not in
how did it feel?
Anyone else's.
Did you smile when you were sitting down?
No smiling, but I mean it was fine.
Smile?
No, why would I smile?
I think we got. Hold on, JSU are the short jokes getting to you now? In all seriousness,
no, they don't get to me. Are you kidding me? I've lived with short jokes.
Right.
I've been short my whole life.
Right.
And I predominantly played a sport where every single human being was taller than me. Literally, I played the one sport where I'd walk into my own team and everyone would be taller than me. And I'd walk in and face another team and every single person would be taller than me. Every game. So no.
But you would be the little brother. I mean, he's older and he's taller.
Technically, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he has to be. And it is much like a brother situation here. There's no question.
It's just more Big T just beats up on JSU. That's more what they're saying. Big T just beats up on JSU.
I feel like you take more digs at him. Just as an impartial observer.
Correct, Holden. Exactly.
You take more digs at Tony than he does at you. He'll
correct.
call you John and he'll call you short. But you on the other hand, you're just going after him.
For the record, I never do short jokes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you kidding me?
I mean, occasionally, but not really. It's not like my go-to.
You know why, though? Because Holden, everyone else does it, and Tony doesn't like to do whatever. I can't even
remember the last time I made a short joke.
I can't really remember it either.
Yeah, because I don't
it's
do
probably
it.
been this week. It's
No
definitely
way.
been this week. Yeah.
I can't think of a scenario I would, because I don't think they're that funny because everyone does it to them.
Yeah.
You started it. I never even called them short until you started calling them short.
Originally I made jokes, but then everyone did it, so it wasn't as funny anymore.
Yeah, everyone found out it was short from Tony. Tony started the short stuff, and then it just piled on afterwards, and we just kept rolling with it.
Who's shorter at RPS? Is anybody like 5'4", 5'3", 5'4"?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Meg's
Tony,
tall.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is anyone shorter than me?
Either.
There might
be some people. There might be some people who are like close, maybe we're the same
got to
height.
be somewhat close.
No,
I think Mango's got me a little bit. Tambo and me are pretty close.
Tambo is short. Yeah, Tambo's a shorty.
I always thought Tambo was taller.
We're pretty close. Yeah.
Tambo's a shorty, huh?
Tambo's slow too.
Well, yeah, that's a different conversation. Tambo's slow too. Tony's got a race, so he's gonna talk some shit about Tambo. So
the dude is literally his legs are like half my legs.
So in your race, are we racing like the length of a football field, 20 yards, 40 yards?
He might be a favorite if we get up to 100 yards. That's a long way.
So what are you
run
racing?
Out of gas by the time I get to 100.
It's got to be a 40.
What are you guys racing then?
Like 40 or something.
It's got to be a 40.
Yeah.
I would beat both you guys in a race, even at my advanced
you're getting
stage.
in the mix now.
At my advanced stage, I would
you tore your Achilles.
I would hurt myself. Yeah.
You would
that's the interesting thing. I won't play basketball, but I do love sprinting. Sprinting is the best.
I do love sprinting.
What
do you love about sprinting?
Because it's fast. It just churns the calories. I don't have to run for an hour.
Because it's fast.
I can run.
That's a loose definition of fast.
I can sprint. I can sprint 15 times in 30 minutes. In order to get that, I'd have to run.
What does that even mean, though?
Yeah, what is he talking about?
What do you mean?
You can sprint 15 times in 30 minutes?
Yeah, I can just go like a 40-yard dash. I can sprint it, stop, take a minute, and go again.
Running 15 40-yard dashes?
Yeah, why not? Holden, I got the under, and I'll tell you right now, if you think you're that fast and you think you're really good, there's a workout. It's called Death by 10 meters. Try this workout out. I guarantee you don't make it 20 minutes.
All right, death.
Guaranteed.
by 10 meters. And what does that
every
entail?
minute you add a 10-meter sprint. So you start with one 10-meter sprint,
That's awful.
and every minute you add one, and you keep going
until
you can't make it in the minute.
Oh, I can't do that I can't do that in a minute. That's like 150 meters, and I don't even know the exchange rate on that. That's probably like a football field or two.
But it's built up, so it's more than 150
I'm not doing
meters.
that, man.
Because you add 10
yards.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so the first is 10 meters, right? And then second minute is 2 10-meter runs.
To a yard?
Just
I don't
about
know
the same.
Meters, they're almost the same.
Isn't a meter like 0.6, like a half a foot more? I don't know.
Let's see. I forget. So yeah, it's literally, you're talking like 0.09.
Yeah.
They're very comparable.
So yeah, I don't think I.
But yeah, you wouldn't be able to make it.
No,
and I've seen dudes. I've seen like Division 2 like football players get like up to 26, 27.
Yeah, but Johnny AirPods, there's a difference between saying I like sprinting as opposed to actually doing it.
Yeah, okay? You're talking about like 15 times in 30 minutes. Like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean?
Like last summer I did them, right?
15 40-yard sprints is a lot of sprints.
My point is, I would dust you in anything where we're sprinting.
You're not in the race.
Yeah, how dare you getting in this race? He wasn't.
Who cares? Go race somebody that's in shape.
How he just randomly chimes in like, "Oh, I would kill you, Holden, in a race."
Of course,
I say nothing about you, Tony. This man's talking about how he loves the run. He loves.
I do love sprinting. I hate long distance.
He goes fast.
Who likes running long distance?
Go fast.
Seriously, you got
the only
wrong
place
if you
you're
like
fast, Holden. I guarantee you that.
What?
Holden loves going fast. It's not the only place you're going fast.
Oh, says the one guy that didn't get any action on Valentine's Day. Come on, man.
The wife literally worked till like 11, came home, and then went to bed. Woke up at 4. Like, it's not my fault.
All you need is a leg.
Please, how do you only use a leg, Tony? Take me through the process. I don't get this.
You can't on a waterbed, I'll tell you that much.
Now I want to buy a waterbed just so I can try it out. Like, I've never actually.
You will not enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's.
I don't get how it was ever a thing.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I would like to try. I'd like to try and go with the flow. I'd like to see how that happens. I mean,
it was a bad invention, but I'm just saying this.
Everybody had one too, and what was it? Probably the 80s and maybe even 90s. Like 80s. Everyone had them.
Everyone had them in the 80s into the early 90s, and they were huge. They're
which is like pretty much when you were born, right, Tony? Like in the 80s.
Both my parents had them. So
your parents had a waterbed too.
Both of them. My mom and my dad.
Boy. Do you think you were conceived on a waterbed?
I mean, decent chance.
Yeah.
I think I was actually conceived in a college like dorm though, so I don't think they had a waterbed in there.
JSU, your parents never had a waterbed?
No, never a waterbed for my parents. But again, like I said, my older brother had one, but never my parents.
I just think you missed. I think Valentine's Day workbench is better than most other day workbenches.
I hate Valentine's Day. Sorry.
I hate it too.
And guys, anyone else who likes Valentine's Day, but I hate Valentine's Day. It drives me nuts. So, did any of you buy like flowers and chocolates for your ladies? I know Tony didn't even get her a friggin' card.
This guy's amazing.
Didn't even get her a card, but somehow she got him a card.
That's what happened to me.
How does that even work?
Yeah.
How does that even work? Like, how does she give you a card?
Came in the office and it was sitting there. What do you mean?
Yep. So you didn't give her like anything? She gave you a present?
He gave her something.
That is correct.
Now,
that's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm saying there was no like gift exchange or anything. You just like accepted your card. I do too. I didn't get. My wife bought herself a cake. Seriously, I'm not even kidding you. Like, bought herself a cake. Now it was with my money, but like she didn't ask. Like, she just said, "I'm buying this." What am I? That's
really sad.
You guys still don't split your money? It's still called your money?
What do you mean? Yeah, of course it's both. I mean, she has access to it now. She can buy whatever she wants. She had access to it before we got married.
Do you have like a thing where you don't just split it though?
No. We opened up like a joint account, but we still have.
You still have a
like,
separate one now?
It's easier because there's different avenues from which the money comes in, so it's easier for me to like keep it all in track.
You have to have a separate account. You have to.
You have
because I have like business accounts, Tony. Like so, I know which money's coming from which, and because I have different businesses. So
there's just some things you can only buy with cash still, and you can't.
I mean, I love cash, but what are you gonna do?
What are some of the things you can only buy
what do
with
you
cash?
think?
I'm curious now.
You can go to the dispensary. They only take cash.
You can use a card.
Dispensary.
You can't use a card at the dispensary.
Card?
You can't?
They don't take cards
Every
out
time
here.
I've gone, I've used a card.
They don't. Well, then the places I go do not let you use cards.
Holden making shit up, Tony. He making shit up.
Every time I've gone, I've used.
Where have you gone? Have you gone in Colorado?
Card, not a credit card, a debit card.
Like a debit card?
Yeah.
Now I will say I've never actually been to a dispensary, so
you're missing out. It's an interesting journey.
I actually don't enjoy going in there, but I do enjoy the after.
The after effects.
Yeah, like when Holden sends me a package.
I would say
I do enjoy when Tony's face was frozen for the last like 10 seconds.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Actually, I almost had to cancel today on this thing because I got a text at like 30 minutes before that said there was going to be internet outages in my area. So I almost had to cancel. So if I go out, that's what happened. How do we have one person watching? We went from 0 to 1 right there.
Maybe it's Helmet. Maybe Helmet's watching.
I like that.
Helmet trying to let everybody know that we're on live right now, but we're not on live anymore. All right, Tony, you got to pick this one out. Who is in the dunk contest, TV shows young people need to know? Which one do you want to go?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the dunk contest. We could talk for a second, I guess.
Do you want to bet on the white guy?
I'm definitely rooting on Mac.
You want to talk about how they should just abolish the dunk contest if no good players want to enter it? Because outside of Mac, which is the person I would bet too, why? Why is Jericho Sims? And don't give me. He's got a 45.
Jericho Sims is definitely the worst one in there.
He's 6'10" with a 45-inch vertical. I don't give a crap if he's 6'10" with a 45-inch vertical. Do not care at all. You need someone who you can market. As much as we love Mac, and I think he's a great dunker, you can't market him. You can't market Jericho freaking Sims or even KJ Martin, even though his dad was a badass. Like, you can't market those guys. You need someone you can market. You need multiple people, at least 2, right, Tony? You could have 2 like stars and then like 1 or 2 like mid-level and no-name guys. That would be cool.
I have issues with the rules too, though. Like when they let these scrubs go in there and dunk it like 13 times to find one dunk, like that kills it too. Like you got to go in. If you like bobble it or something, sure, you can go again. But if you miss the dunk, why are we getting like multiple attempts? Like you get 1 try at each one.
When it hits the rim, it's your attempt.
Yeah,
is the way I
if
look
you go
at
up
it.
and miss the dunk, that's a miss. If you bobble it, whatever, I'm fine retrying then. But you can't go up and literally miss the dunk and then try again.
It's brilliant marketing putting a white guy in it, though. Like a white American guy.
Too,
no,
it's like JSU said.
He can
I know. I've seen it. I've seen his videos. This is like the one thing that people are going to watch for.
So
I'm going to watch for that more than
me too.
Like how my oldest brother, he doesn't watch NBA. He doesn't watch college. The only thing he does is watch like these high school kids. Like he watches them on YouTube, likes to watch like Bronny and all those guys like built up. He's been talking about Mac when he was in high school, telling me how sick this kid is from like just like a dunk perspective thing. And so like he's interested in it because it's Mac, but like that kid is actually legit. The rest of them though, it's like we don't need that. We could do Mac with 3 relevant, guys. That would be okay. But the rules, like Tony said, we got Julius Randle in the 3-point contest. What are we freaking doing over there? It's just terrible. The skills competition is dumb. I'll just throw that out there. I hate the skills competition. I think it's stupid. So
I will give the flip side to all this, though. So the flip side to all this, we're growing up. We've seen everything. I took Grayson. He was 7 last year to the All-Star game. This year he's 8. He absolutely loved all this stuff. So from a kid's perspective, like there, and last year was the same. Bad dunkers. I mean, the 3 was a little better. I think Steph, was in it last year. I can't even remember. But either way, like even the skills competition, the Giannis brothers, and they had the Cleveland guys, and he absolutely loved it. So the flip side is maybe the kids still like it a little because he doesn't know all. Like we know all the guys. When he sees Mac McClung go in there and dunk, he doesn't know if he's good or bad or like he has no idea. He's just looking at the dunk. So for kids still, I mean, he's looking forward to it, seeing some new guys. So that's the flip. I agree with you guys, first of all. I hate it, but for the kids' side, they're still enjoying it. So that's one.
So that's different, though, Tony. Like, me personally, I wouldn't go to an all-star event. Like, I wouldn't go. But if I had a kid, I would definitely bring my kid.
No way. Like tonight. So tonight or tomorrow for all this stuff.
I'm not flying to Utah or wherever it is.
If it's in Boston, if you drive 20 minutes – and they say we can get you. There's no way you're not. I refuse to believe
40. I'm not driving 45 minutes into the city for that event. I'm not. Do you know how many?
I can't wait till it's in Boston, Holden. When's it in Boston? Because I'm calling his bluff.
You'll go,
Tony. I'm just saying though. You know how many times DK's offered me tickets to things
not to go to the All-Star stuff where they're all there.
I just told you about how I despise it now. Why would I go? I don't understand. Why would I go?
All those guys in one spot. It's fun. Next year's in Indy. I'm going to go again. I'll be going 2 and 3 years because Indy's even closer than Cleveland.
So flip side, if you were like, hey, JSU, we're getting a bunch of guys and we're all going down to an all-star event, then maybe I would go. But I wouldn't just go. I wouldn't be like, hey, hon, do you want to go to this all-star event with me in Boston? Like, I would not.
No, you call your brother that's peeling to Mac McClung. Like, I got tickets to go watch Money Mac throw down hammer dunks, and he'd be right there with needing a change of undies.
I don't think he would go.
Your wife wouldn't want to go with you?
Oh, she would go. She'd go to anything. She loves live events. My wife would go to any live event besides she tried to go to UFC, and I felt so bad. We were, like, up towards the front. So like 2 row, so the 3rd row on the floor, Holden. So we were really close to the cage, and she was doing this like the entire time. I felt so bad. I'm like, for someone who's seen people like, she works in a hospital. She was an EMT. She's seen everything you can think of in the world, and you see a little blood, and she's like, it's different when you're watching them just get beat like. To shit. You know what I mean? Or their arm broken. We saw some dude get their arm broken, and she was like, nope, no, that's this is not.
I don't like it either, JSU. I've been to a couple UFC fights, and just when you start hearing dudes' faces get caved, you like hear.
It is different when you hear it.
Yeah, it's
when you're that close, Holden, you can hear it. You know what I mean? We've sat up in the box, and she likes the box way more because you can't hear it as much. Who is calling my home phone right now?
Who has a landline? This is perfect for this.
You have a landline?
He's got a home phone.
Hold on, go get it. I want to know who it is.
Yeah, answer it on the pod.
Started the show with Schneider and his jackhammer, and we're going to finish it with JS's landline.
Who has a landline?
What are you doing?
Listen
Pick it up.
Global Resorts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Just
imagine having a landline.
Why do you have a landline?
So just real quick, I had to get a new modem for I told Tony this, but a couple days ago, my modem shit the bed. I had to get a new modem. So I had the guy come in, and my landline wasn't like connected. Like I had it unplugged. So he like plugged it all in, and I was like, oh, you don't have to do it. He's like, I got to check. He wanted to just check to make sure like everything was working. So he must have just left it plugged in, and I didn't realize it. It's the first time someone's called me since.
I gotta get that number.
Honestly, I don't know if I even know this number. Like, I don't know if I could give it to you. Like, I can't remember.
If at my house there wouldn't even be anything to plug in. There's no way I got a phone.
You have a phone. Like you have a landline phone.
Yeah, like this is a Look.
Where did you get that?
Oh,
How long have you had it?
What are you going to go to
I've had
Blockbuster
it the whole
tonight and
time
rent a
I've had the
movie?
house, Holden. I've had it the whole time I've had the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I want to call that phone so bad.
I do
wish
too.
had
I want you to call me from it. I want you to
got a
call me from it just
landline.
so I know your number, your landline number.
Oh, that's so
Tony,
good.
could you imagine just calling
I
JSU
call daily.
on the landline?
I call him at like 2 a.m. on his landline. I wish
Like,
I
my
had that
parents
number.
are like 75 and they don't have a landline. That's just terrific, JSU.
It was perfect.
I
Actually,
applaud that. And
I'd love it for you to call my landline at 2 a.m, wake my wife up. She is not she's not a night
No.
person. You would not want to wake her up at night.
she would never be mad at me.
She wouldn't be mad at you. She would be mad at me after for having that
Yeah, she'd
plugged
be
in.
mad
though,
at
I'll
you.
tell
I'd get you in trouble.
I don't know what is better now, Snyder's jackhammer.
What a friend!
Oh,
What a
his
friend,
landline's
Holden.
better than the jackhammer.
His landline is better than the jackhammer.
Just randomly a landline ring.
I didn't even know what that was.
You
So
guys
you gonna
heard
get
the
a
ring,
fax
right?
later in the show? Is the fax machine gonna turn on?
You guys heard? Hey, we have a fax machine upstairs.
You got a fax machine too?
Why do you have a
Stop
fax
it.
machine? Why?
You
Why
got
do you have
a
a
fax
fax
machine.
machine?
We got it all here.
You don't got a
worry.
water bed.
No,
Actually,
I
you know
don't.
what?
I don't.
My copier is a fax
I've
machine.
got 4 other. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like 3 other bedrooms upstairs besides my own, so 4 total, and no water bed. I might have to change that. I might have to just try and find one, buy one, put it up in one of those rooms. That could be like a secondary bench session. Change it up. You got to change things up every once in a while.
I love that. I love it, JSU. I think it's spectacular. We had
Thank
a
you.
landline disrupt this show, a jackhammer disrupt the golf show. I'm sure this freaking geriatric cat's going to come in here sooner and later and sabotage this show as well. And I think we got through everything we needed to get through. Thank you.
Also,
JSU.
Tony, did you hear that? I was getting called out about coming on an MMA show. The members were asking me to come on an MMA show. They want JSU's MMA takes.
Yeah, I want.
They said we need Khabib on the show.
Are you going on there with them tomorrow?
Maybe I should get them to go on with me tomorrow so we can talk
they're
some
not
MMA.
even going on again tomorrow.
Well, we gotta get them on.
How are they not going on All-Star Weekend? Title Town, come on, Title. All-Star Weekend, and you don't have an MMA show title? Come on, I'm going on a NASCAR show tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, me and Jason and Coop are going on and talking about NASCAR.
How'd you get Jason? I tried every which way to get Jason on the damn show.
I got in his DMs like I told you, and I said we're doing a NASCAR show.
I literally told him that, and he said he couldn't do it.
He's in now, baby.
It's the Big T effect, people. I don't have this effect on people. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I slide in Title's direct message on Discord if he gets back to me quickly like he would.
Title
Big
not
T.
doing an MMA show on All-Star Weekend? Come on,
blame me.
Town.
Just blame me, because Tony, this is my area, so I'm the one who's supposed to set all these things up, Tony. So Tony's almost like subtweeting or coming at me for not
Wasn't what I was
having
trying
an
to do,
MMA
but I
show.
like it even more now.
That's
I
what
was
he
trying
was
to get on
doing.
Title Town, but I'm fine getting on Johnny.
What a guy. What an actual friend right here.
Are
See
they
that?
doing
My
the college
boss is
show?
trying to tell me to do something.
Mr. Show Producer or Show Organizer, are they doing a college show tomorrow?
Stevie Boynton, 10 a.m. Stevie don't miss a Saturday.
Stevie's got it done, Title. See, I'm not subtweeting Johnny.
Stevie was awesome.
Stevie's getting it done, Title Town.
Stevie had 101 fever and did the playback show. Playback TV.
We've all done shows sick.
101 though. That's pretty
fever,
good.
101. What's going to happen to him?
I don't know. He was pretty awake. I told him to take an edible toward the end of the show so we could see what would happen to him.
By the way, we need a helmet or captain to erase one of draft cheat from our server.
We have to.
There's 2 draft cheats, and I've done it where I send it to the wrong draft cheat for direct messages.
He forgot his Discord info, so he just signed up again under the exact same name. So there's 2 draft cheats.
He signed up as Pete, I thought.
No, they're both draft cheat.
How is he to hang out with in person?
He's a little more boring too.
He is.
Although at that final he did stand up on a picnic table, and he's pretty. Yeah.
Oh, I told my
His
lady
cornhole game
yesterday,
is absolutely horrendous.
I'm coming down to support you guys. You guys are standing course
Way
field.
worse.
To me?
Yeah, way worse.
Oh, baby,
He's
draft sheet. Let's go. Head to head, buddy. Cornhole. Take you down.
You would whoop him. He's terrible.
Me and Pooh. We'll come at draft sheet and whoever he wants to team up with. Is Pooh good?
Pooh's decent.
Yeah, all right. I'll take Pooh on my team.
JSU, are you coming out to the final in Denver? No.
Yeah, he's coming out. What are you talking about?
I don't know. No, maybe he stays home.
We got us hotel rooms up at the casino. We're going to
Are you coming out, JSU?
Yeah.
Holden.
What?
I feel like he doesn't even realize that I qualified for the event, too.
Yeah, he doesn't.
It's very hurtful.
I didn't know you did. Again. What is it? For hockey?
I did send a tweet. I literally sent a tweet. If you're just mad at me because I sent it at like 1:45 in the morning, and you were mad because I didn't send it like right away at like 12:30 when the
Holden didn't even know though.
What a jackass!
I don't even know how you guys. What is this for NHL or something? What is this for?
What is NHL?
Finish. I mean, get us out of this show.
No.
We've done enough today. Get it
out. You can't kill this show with NHL at the end of it, Holden. Even on All-Star break, you can't do it.
How the hell would he have an NHL seat?
I don't know. He's very good.
I might have to go get one now just to own your ass, though.
Yeah, Tony. I hope he gets an NHL seat.
He gets one too. That's fine.
Well, the good news is that now I have your number. So when you text me to come to lunch, I'll actually know who it was that texted me this year.
Should we use the thread with Meg on it?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So I sent them a message. We'll see if we can get a MMA show going for tomorrow. But I will just say, I didn't get any prompt responses. Just throwing it out there. Titletown. If this was Tony messaging you, I think you.
Title's up.
Oh, that's a good point. You're right. There's no chance he's up.
Yeah, we're taping this. It's what? It's not even 11 yet by him. He's not awake.
Yeah.
Arizona is Arizona mid.
Oh, he's in Arizona now. Yeah, it's not even 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
No way that dude is going to be awake for another 2 hours.
He'll do it as long as he's not going to like the Deer District or something like that, which it's All-Star break, so he shouldn't be going to no Deer District or anything.
I don't know how that kid, if he has a girlfriend or not, but Scottsdale, he is in prime.
This reminds
territory.
me though. By the way, Tony, before we get off this pod, this can be the finisher. By the way, how about my boy Alexander Volkanovski, aka Always Believe, showing you that he is not going to get owned by that big friggin' whatever, that big oof. I can't even remember his name now.
Islam.
The Khabib wannabe, whatever his name is. Islam, yeah. Makashev or whatever.
Volk owned
he
him
he wanted no part of my man Volk at the end of that friggin' last round. If that fight went another round, he would have been out of it. Like, he did not want that fifth round. Volk had him. You could tell, too, like, the tide was turning. It was just too late. Like, Islam probably won.
He was never going to finish Volk.
No. And you could tell because every round he'd go back, like, you heard him say, like, he's not strong. And I'm like, what? He's not strong?
Part of the issue was he needs that, like, back move, and Volk doesn't have a neck. So there's nothing to, like, submit.
My issue with the whole fight in general was I think Islam in the fourth round won the fight because he had his back for the entire round
I agree that he should have probably won, but as far as just respect, Volk definitely was better.
Yeah.
As far as like scoring it by points, though, you had to give it to Islam just because he didn't control him.
That's my point, though. Like, I don't think Volk got robbed. I'm not sitting here saying that.
He definitely won the fight, though, as far as respect and stuff.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
I think, like,
I agree. I thought he'd get crushed.
Fight, yeah, and I think a lot of people did, though. It's not just you. Like, I think a lot of people in the MMA sport that was big on it, they thought he was going to roll right through Volk. And, I mean, Volk, he showed him. I mean, he showed him. Pound for pound has to be right now, at least pound for pound, the best fighter out there in my eyes. Like, man, some of those stops on those takedowns where he just no one did that to Islam. No one's done that. And he's amazing. Right. And those transitions to the back, and he could just stall on them. They were amazing that he just got out of those. I love Volk. He's the friggin' man.
All right.
Give me that fight again, by the way.
I checked out.
Yeah. Give me that fight
Tiger
again.
Woods, 364-yard drive.
Yeah, we got to go. I checked
Tiger
out
Woods.
Woods. We're back. It's okay. I just want to get you.
Now you ruined it even worse coming back. It was a perfect.
Why?
Wait, we're still live?
Yeah, we're back live.
Yeah,
you got upset about it, so I said, let's come back.
Shut it down.
All right.